Hello everybody, I'm back again here on YouTube. And after my last N64 update, I just figured, hey, why not I'll show you all my entire collection. Even though you already know some of the new games I got, which update, they all do work, so praise God for that. But we're going to start off with showing you all my Nintendo 64 collection, starting off with... By the way, I don't think there was any games I showed you in between the last update and the update I did before that. So this probably still going to be some surprises. But the first game I have is Banjo-Kazooie. And I will warn you, some of these older ones, the ones I've had longer, do have some writing on them. But, oh well, I can't change that. But I can, I think, get rid of the writing. This is better on Xbox, I have to say, but... Banjo-Tooie. Again, this is better on the Xbox Live Arcade port. But, Banjo-Kazooie I did beat on the Xbox. Banjo-Tooie I've never beaten in any way, shape, or form yet. Maybe I will one day, though. Up next, Blast Corps, one of the Rareware games. You can see this is not in the best condition. It doesn't have the Rareware logo on it, but I do believe it is by Rareware, so it's on the Rareware Replay collection for the Xbox One. And up next, hold on. Yeah, this is it. And by the way, I'm only showing all the cartridges, but this next one and a few others I do have boxed now. And this is one of them I have boxed. That is Castlevania, which actually isn't too bad. I know a lot of people hate this game, but it actually, in comparison to a lot of other games that were made, is actually really playable. Just a little clunky, I guess. But it still plays just fine to me. And same thing with this one here, which I also have boxed. Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Yeah, the label on this is pretty beat up. Same thing for this one here. And this is one I got recently, and I showed you all on the update. And that is Clay Fighter 63 1/3. Now, unfortunately, I do not own Sculptor's Cut because that's expensive. Although I would like to get it. I want to complete the set after all. You know, N64 games, I mean. Although I don't know if that'll happen, but I'll get as close as I can. And, yeah. Next up is probably the best game on the system, or one of the best games. Conker's Bad Fur Day, another one made by Rareware. And, yeah, this is really good. This one I don't have boxed, unfortunately. Although I do have Legacy of Darkness boxed, if I didn't say that. I think this one's next. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I've got these out of order here. Okay, I've got it back in order. Yeah, okay. Next up is Cruisin' USA. Which this is pretty good. It's not as good as Diddy Kong Racing or Mario Kart 64. Those are the two best races on this N64. But this one's actually pretty good. Hold on. And next up is Cruising the World. I don't have Exotica, unfortunately, but I would like to get that one. And speaking of Diddy Kong Racing, here it is right here. Probably the best racer on the system, because this has a story mode to it, and it's actually quite good. Really hard, but actually pretty good. I did beat this one, so. And I will warn you, the next game, the label has faded. And I showed y'all a picture of this on Facebook when it happened. And this is a game I've had for quite a long time. Donkey Kong 64. One of the 3 games that I believe that requires you to have the expansion pack in order to play it. Doom 64. I just got this one recently, so I can't give you too much of an opinion on it yet, but it seems really good from what I played, although it seems pretty hard. And next up, Dr. Mario 64. I do believe I have the first one for the NES, but I don't know if it's I don't believe it's working. I'll have to check and see if I do have it. I believe I also have the Super Nintendo version of this that's matched with Tetris. Earthworm Jim 3D. Never did beat any of these Earthworm Jim games, but this one's actually not too bad. One of the best first-person shooters ever, even though I haven't beaten it yet. GoldenEye 007. One of the best Rareware games on the system. They actually had a lot of good games for this thing, this N64. Hold on. A game that is not well liked, but I still have it to complete the collection. Hey You Pikachu. My only Pokemon game I have in my entire collection. I did have Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube and also the Crystal version for the Game Boy Color, but I got rid of those. Now I'm wishing I haven't. And this is actually in the wrong order here, but I think this is next. Actually, no, it isn't, I don't think. Jeopardy. One of the Jeopardy games that has Alex Trebek on it, may you rest in peace. Yeah, I still miss him. Sadly, this is not boxed, but give me a few minutes. I'm showing a collection video right now. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. My grandmother asked me a question. I'll keep this video going, though. Next up is Killer Instinct Gold. It's a sequel to the Super NES Killer Instinct. Up next, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards. I just haven't gotten around to playing this one all the way through yet. I know it's pretty easy, though, I'm sure, but maybe one day I'll get to it. Probably will. One of the best N64 games ever out there. And this is actually a trilogy that I have here. And I think you might know what I'm talking about if you're following me. Mario Party 1, 2, and actually, well, I messed up, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I already showed you Mario Party. Mario Golf is what I should have shown next. I'm a little crazy, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that bother me. But anyway, I also do have Mario Party 3. I thought I forgot about Mario Golf, but bear with me. I'm still new to these N64 games I bought recently. The fact that I bought them. But I'm still going to keep the video going. And like I said, here's Mario Party 3. I'll show it again. Mario Tennis is next. Pretty fun sports game. And I made another mistake here. I think I forgot to show you a couple more games here. Mario Kart 64 right here. And Jet Force Gemini. Bear with me, folks. I'm still keeping this video going. I totally forgot. I'm crazy. Mario Tennis is next. Followed by Mickey's Speedway USA. Don't know how to delete the file on this, really. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. Mischief Makers. Pretty good 2D platformer. Next up is one of the best RPGs of all time. It's really easy, though. That being Paper Mario. The sequel got remade, but I'm not going to get it because of woke bullcrap. But here is probably the best first-person shooter on the N64. Perfect Dark. Resident Evil 2. This is pretty good. Although it plays better on PlayStation. And again, this is out of order. I'm a little jumbled up here. Bear with me. Rayman 2, The Great Escape. Rocket Robot on Wheels. Made by the developers of Sly Cooper. The gray cartridge variant of Rugrats in Paris the movie. Which I haven't beaten yet. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. Another one I haven't beaten. Not that they're hard, it's just I haven't gotten into them all the way through yet. I just never got around to playing them all the way through. Snowboard Kids 2. Excellent game. Don't have the first Snowboard Kids, unfortunately. And this next one I have also on PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast. Spider-Man. Which, I think the Dreamcast version is the best version. Star Fox 64. Fun game. Classic right here, Super Mario 64. Super Smash Brothers. Probably the worst one, but it's actually fun it was fun for its time. Tarzan, which I finished already. Not that hard. Twisted Edge Extreme Snowboarding. This one's kind of hard. I can't really seem to get the gist of it. 1080 is better, I have to say. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Hold on. Yeah. I'm sure this would play better on Dreamcast and PlayStation. Control better anyway. Toy Story 2, which I also have for the Sega Dreamcast and the N64. And this also got a PC port, which I do have. Spider-Man did too, but I don't have the PC port of that. And I think this is how they go. Next up is another... well, it's not really the entire series, because I'm missing the third one, but I do have 3 cartridges for this series. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. And Turok Rage Wars. And next, I believe, is these. We have Wave Race 64. Tried to get the sequel, but the disc was defective. Wheel of Fortune. Pretty good. I did have that one boxed, but I threw the boxing manual away. Stupid me to do that, I know. Here's a rare, expensive game. I won't say how much I paid for it, but this is Worms Armageddon. Next up, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. The holographic cover. This one I have boxed, along with Super Mario 64 and Hey You Pikachu, I should say. Zelda Ocarina of Time, which also is complete in box. And to conclude, I mentioned this already briefly, 1080 snowboarding for the N64. I think that's all my collection. Sorry for the mistakes I made. And here's another one I think I forgot to show you. Vigilante 8, the Sega Defense. I'll just keep the video as is. I don't really want to do it over again. See y'all for my next video.